Hey, what's up, friends? Thanks for tuning in. My name's Eric Krumbaker. I'm your host of Element Shoes. We got some really cool guests. We got some really cool topics. I'm not going to waste any of your time. I just will say, please be sure to subscribe below. Leave some comments. Please leave positive comments. If not, I do not care. Check our past podcasts that we've had in the past if you want to catch up on anything that we've spoke about. But before further ado, I will introduce our guests, and we will get right into this segment because we got some shit to cover. Anyway, so first and foremost, let me introduce Todd Clark. He is a teacher at a school nearby in our city. Won't disclose that until we have an NDA disclosed. Thanks, Todd, for coming in.
My pleasure to be here, Eric. Thanks.
Long-time shoe collector, just... You know, he's always been into style and stuff like that. I wouldn't just say like he's a shoe collector. He's just he's a collector of all things good. Let's put it that way. Next on our list, we have Robbie. We got up Rob Bernardo. How are you today?
Hello. Thank you.
Rob, he actually works together in our brokerage. He's in real estate, also an avid shoe collector. He's one of those guys who's just always in the know of what's coming out. He's a good source of news and drama in the world of sneakers, so that's why we keep him around. So, Rob, keep on with that good stuff. So, how are you guys doing today?
Good, man. Excited.
Great. Thank you. Yeah.
So anything new coming off of last week's segment that you guys want to discuss? Anything that we spoke about? Anything that was crazy? Did you guys pick up any new shoes since the last time we spoke? Have you guys, like what's been happening in your lives?
Neck faces. That's. I got lucky with a sneakers win with that shock drop.
Rob, he just brought up our topic. I love it.
we'll save it for a little later.
No, I want to get right into it. Let's get right into these neck faces, Todd. Okay. Rob and I, we had some discussions. So we want to discuss these with you. So we've been waiting to have you on videos because it's just documented. So you want to shoot it first, Rob, or you want to go at it? How do you want to attack Todd on this?
As we normally do, you can start it off, and I can kind of chime in and give.
I guess Todd. By the way, thank you very much. Those neck faces that he's referring to, he copped in my size. He went to a local store. Shout out to Shop at King's down the street. Thank you very much. I heard there's a lot of people down there. And Todd was able to cop my size. My question for you, Todd, is what we're all wondering here today is, you were there with Rob in line, and you guys only took one pair of shoes. And you, Todd, just so everybody knows, Todd is really good at reselling shoes. And I know when there's a profit in a shoe, Todd's usually going to take advantage of it. My question is, Todd, why did you pass on a personal pair of neck faces knowing that the value for resale was there? You had the shoes in your hand. You could have purchased them, and yet you decided not to.
Yeah, we showed up to King's. There was probably 50, 60, 70 people in line, and just Rob was there.
Where were you in that line of 70 people?
I was probably very much towards the end, probably 60.
Really?
You guys there was at least 65
ahead of you guys.
People ahead of
wow.
us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And just hopping in the line, I didn't feel right. Look at the people looking at me, like giving me a look.
Wow.
I'm not trying to. You've seen on social media people getting shot or stabbed at Shoe Palace or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's not worth anything.
I'm not.
So that's what was going through your mind.
100%. I'm not trying to piss anybody off for a shoe. If it fell in my hands and easily.
But you bought me a shoe.
Because we waited in line and let everybody know that when we were waiting there, hey, this is we're getting the one pair for you, and that was basically it. Got to the front, entered the raffles. Obviously, didn't get a phone call back from Kings, but just felt it was the right thing to do. Was just. Get you the shoe because that was the one person who was in line.
Good karma.
I'm definitely a believer.
All right.
It paid off, right? It got the win the next day on the shock drop. So.
Oh, you did get the win on the shock drop?
I did get the win on the shock drop.
I forgot you did.
Yeah, got him. First sneakers SB win.
Really? I wasn't quick on that drop, and I'm surprised I didn't win on that one. I was gonna take two. Why not? Two's better than one.
It's a dope shoe, and
it's a dope shoe. It's now my new Halloween shoe, which is I was gonna ask you guys with the neck faces coming out. The Nike Halloween dunk that came out, which I thought was a terrible dunk. And then last year they had the Halloween dunk. They had the mummies last year, and the year before that they had the regular black and orange Halloweens. And then I did some research over the weekend, just looking at all the Halloween shoes that have released. What is your favorite Halloween shoe that you guys know of or want when it comes to Dunks or Adidas or Reebok or whoever makes their version of a Halloween shoe?
Personally, I like the mummies that came out last year. And then
Yeah.
you were wearing them the other day. Those Air Force Ones are pretty cool.
Oh, the experimentals?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah, experimentals were definitely fire. Had that, it did have that little bit of the look like the Dunk that just
And those
released
shits are
here,
waterproof too.
but definitely like the spiders and the glow in the dark.
Okay.
Any of those Halloween colorways. Only bummer is
Do you
they
have
were-
one that you like overall? What's your favorite Halloween Dunk, Todd?
Well, the grade school one that just dropped that didn't do adult sizing.
that was an amazing
with the
colorway.
with the patent
I hate when they do that kind of
orange
stuff.
grade school preschool. I was very sad about that one. I would say that was the one I was
Okay.
most hoping for when I saw them announce shoes that for Halloween. I was hoping for that one. In
What
adult
company
size.
released those Freddy Cougars? But it's not the Macy's. It's like it has like a star.
I know
Like what
exactly.
company is that?
Off the top, I
those
can't
those
think.
look pretty cool. They actually had a pre-order that you could have done. I didn't take advantage of it because I'm maxed on shoes. But I think for me, my favorite Halloween Dunk. I mean, and I'm not being biased because I have the shoe and I thought it was great. These neck faces, in my opinion, are a great Halloween shoe. There's multiple colors on the black. You can wear them with multiple different outfits. I also like, I'm not a mummy fan, guys. A reason I don't like the mummies is they blend in too much with, you don't know you're wearing mummies. They just look like a pair of trashy shoes, in my opinion. I don't know.
Toilet
would
paper on your foot.
People would probably eat me up for saying that. I just wasn't a fan of the mummies. Actually, my favorite ones are the regular Halloween Dunks, the black and orange, and before that, I guess those, what are they, Dia de los Muertos? Those Dunks that came out like in 2007, I think. Those are pretty cool. But you know what I have to say, Nike, if you're watching, because you know you're not, make more shoes around holidays and around special occasions and, fall seasons and stuff like that. I feel like it's one thing that you guys are lacking in the department. And if you guys agree in watching this, please comment below because Nike sucks.
And make sure you get them in hand before the holiday.
Always get them in hand before the holiday. But you know what? Just take your time. Wear them next year, So we're dealing with today, this morning, some tragic news. There's the death of Takeaway from Migos. Got shot over the week, or got shot last night. Just wanted to kind of get you guys' take on this crazy stuff going around with rappers getting shot. It kind of deals with the shoe culture and the fashion industry. I just thought it was very interesting. I just thought it was just crazy to know. And he's got a profound, what's the word I'm looking for? Blanket or knowledge on fashion, sneakers, and everything around that we deal with. And just kind of, what are your thoughts on anything?
Just definitely unfortunate. Obviously abrupt and super uncalled for. Just, violence is unnecessary. And I don't know, just not happy with it. It's just unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
I hear you. I'm glad it's crazy. He doesn't have any crazy collabs, so very interesting. Anyways, we'll move on from that topic. We can always exit that shit out. I do got a question for you guys because we've been dealing with these the last few days, and we talked about it last week. We're on the lost and found train, and we're trying to find these shoes that have been lost and found for a year, overhyped. No one really knows the quantity of shoes. I've heard 1 million. I've heard 500,000. Who really knows? My question is, what's your guys' view on backdooring? And if you had a backdoor, would you use it? Are you not against it? Or do you not like backdooring? Are you trying to get these shoes? Are you trying to get multiple pairs of shoes? What is your deal around these freaking lost and founds? By the way, we're talking about a Jordan 1 high that's being released mid-November, reminiscing the 1988 or 1985 Jordan 1s. So very interesting.
In any means possible at this point. Right
Any
now.
means possible,
right? Other than going to those resale markets and things like that, but doing the groundwork, doing the legwork, and entering raffles.
And what does that look like, Todd? Let me ask you a question. So some stores have raffles. Some stores do merch product that you have to buy. Is there a limit? Is there a maximum that your threshold? Like, I'm not willing to cross this line to get these shoes.
Yeah, you got to think radius-wise. Where we are located here in the Inland Empire, only mall we really have close to us here would be Montclair Plaza. 30, 40-mile range, you'd probably stick within that.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot of effort. driving to these places and keeping
Raffles,
track of all the raffles and be like, oh, I already did this one. Oh, I didn't do that one. So there is a lot going into making sure you're prepared and have all the you're where you need to be. Right?
Okay.
Make sure you have all your.
Would you guys buy into, let's say, a company, a store said, hey, we have the shoes. You buy $200 worth of Jordan product, and you can reserve a pair of shoes in your size. For this pair of shoes, is that something that you guys would be interested in? Would you put and just you can go on StockX and look at the shoe for over $500, and that's really expensive, but you're just getting the shoe. This, you're actually buying $200 of product, so you get to keep the product. So it's not like you're buying the shoes for $400. You're actually getting product for $200, and you're getting the shoes.
You can look at it two different ways, right? You can bite the bullet, take it for what it is, and stop your hunt, and that's that. And you have some
time
apparel.
is money. I get it.
Correct. Or you can be persistent and do your diligent hard work and try and find it out there and win them or
Dude, look at him, Rob. Look at him, Rob. He's like thinking deep on this.
It almost feels dirty. It almost feels dirty a little bit.
What does?
Right? Just them making you buy apparel, right?
Yeah,
and increasing their
kind of.
sales.
I mean,
whereas if they could just opt to do a normal raffle, like, I mean, you walk into King's, they're not making you buy $100 of apparel or anything to secure the shoe. Like, so.
Yeah, I guess it really depends on the store. I guess it depends on the product. I guess it depends on the revenue stream. You know, if it's a very small boutique and your name is not Supreme, your name's not Undefeated, I feel like it could be tough to get sales and revenue in when you are when you get a contract from Nike or Jordan.
That's what I was wondering.
You're required to purchase their merch as well as the shoes. You don't just get one or the other, so you have to sell both. And what you don't want is inventory sitting around because that's just dead money. So I guess I kind of understand where they're coming from because they're trying to stay afloat as well. I guess if you want to play, you pay.
And they're taken away from reselling.
You know what? They are taking away from resellers, and I feel like some of these companies, that's why they do it.
Yeah, because you just paid $390 for the shoe, right?
Literally. Well, more than that because of tax and everything like that.
Yeah, it adds up.
Well, I will say I'm not opposed to paying a premium to own shoes that you really want. When it comes to merch, I'm okay with merch because I'm going to wear this stuff anyways. You know, like I have to wear something with these shoes anyways, right?
You love your merch.
I like merch, you know, and I'm the kind of guy, you don't wear New Balance with Jordan. You don't wear Jordan with Nike. You don't wear Nike with Reebok. And if you look what I have on. Like I got a New Balance shirt on. I got New Balance shoes. By the way, what are you guys wearing today? I'm interested.
The question is, do you have New Balance underwear?
No, New Balance doesn't make underwear. I don't think. It'd be shaped as a shoe.
They'd probably be really comfortable
really,
too.
really uncomfortable if it's shaped as a shoe, Rob.
But not that, the comfortability of the shoes,
Yeah, of course.
So
what are you guys wearing?
On the feet today,
On the feet today.
I got the golden rods.
Oh, let's see those goldenrods,
I
Todd.
busted out the golden rods today.
Where'd you get those?
Actually, a gift from
Damn.
this gentleman sitting right next to me. Walked into the Nike store
randomly
in Santa Monica on a shock drop and was like, "Anyone want?" And I said, "For sure, 10.5."
Crazy.
So that was actually my first assist. Someone actually had gotten a shoe for me.
That's
Definitely
awesome.
First assist, so it feels nice every time I put them on. It's like
I always think it feels better to give an assist to somebody than buy a pair for yourself.
definitely.
Like I buy pairs all the time for myself and actually feel guilty for it. But when I buy someone else a pair of shoes that they weren't expecting to get, it makes you feel like you're doing your good deed.
It's like Christmas all over again.
It is. All right, Rob, let's what do you got?
I got the Jordan 1 Low Creators.
Wait, are they the creators or the craters?
The Creators.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. And you guys, if you guys watched last week's episode, I'm on a New Balance train. So, I'm wearing the Bodega 574s. By the way, this shoe is so freaking clean. I actually call them the New Balance GSPs, the general purpose shoe.
Color looks the same.
It looks very similar to that Nike general purpose shoe. And I'll tell you, I'm sorry, these are way more comfortable. And I will say, out of the two colorways, by the way, this is really awesome on the inside. It says "Thank you for copying." I just thought that was really cool. They're celebrating their what anniversary is this? It's their 25th year anniversary for Bodega. So it's their signature shoe. I think the blue colorway is a little better. It has that hairy suede. You know me and hairy suede right now. Anything hairy suede, you just have me. Okay, so. I know we spoke about it last week, but I kind of want to get a little bit update from you guys on this week. What are your thoughts on Ye and everything that he's going through, all his apologies, all the backlash from his apologies? Where do you think he's going? Is he done for good? Is he going to come back? Before I actually get yours, I'm just going to tell you what I think. I don't think he's going anywhere. I think there are certain people in this world that just have so much clout, so much creativity, and so much pull that no matter what you do to keep him down, you can't keep a guy like that down. He's just too loud. And I think I was talking to my wife about it over the weekend. I think would be smart to get in the studio and create a new album. I think he'd be smart to kind of just chilling for a little bit, kind of get his ducks in a row, and come back hitting strong. Like get in touch with 5 brands at once and do this crazy release, which I think people would be interested in. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Because I know a lot of people right now who are still really bitter with him.
Robbie?
I'm still on the same page. You know, he's still relevant. He's popular. He's plotting something. Just wait, you know.
Cooking.
Yeah, no, he's letting the boil kind of simmer and just watch out.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Like you said, I think he lays low for a while. I mean,
hopefully,
I don't see him
laying
he
low.
tried to march into Skechers.
Skechers. How did that work?
That didn't work out too well for
Nope.
him. So the interesting thing is who's going to make the shoe for him and how he's going to get that production. That's the biggest thing it comes down to is actually finding a manufacturing plant to make these
A
things.
New Balance from Kanye. I can just feel it.
Wore out his welcome with Nike.
You know, it's funny. Speaking of Kanye, actually, I own a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot, but I own some good amounts of his slides that I've never actually worn before. I tried one pair on, just wasn't my thing. I just buy because I was collecting. But then I got a pair of these Salehi Bimberries. I'm going to tell you right now, these are way better than the Yeezy slides. There's no way. There's no comparing. They're way more comfortable. Slides are actually pretty freaking narrow on your foot. So I know it's a foam posit, and you're supposed to expand because they're rubber. But you wear those things for a couple hours on end, and the sides of your feet have a little bit of a cramp in them. And you don't walk that great in slides. Like you walk funny. It's a weird thing, and it's got a weird arch support that makes you feel like you're walking on like the top of a ball the entire time, like you're always like in motion. Not my thing. These Salehi are just hands down home run. Feel amazing. I love them. I wear them everywhere. I'm trying to get every single color. I wear them for everything. I wear them out. I wear them walking, dog walking. They're great in the grass. They're great to get wet in. They're easily cleanable. And you know what? Everyone notices them. Everyone thinks they're ugly, which is why I like them even more.
Maybe Kanye will team up with Croc then.
Yeah, but, I'm not looking for Crocs from Kanye. I need some tennis shoes, dude. I need something, like, sexy and clean and futuristic. As much as these are, I just feel like, what can you do with Croc that's cool? It's like, that's like, and as much as I love Salehi and what he's doing, that's like him teaming up with Clarks. He's making this new Clark shoe. I'll be honest with you. I'm not buying a pair of Clarks. I thought it was a cool shoe. I forgot the name of the shoe is, but I'm not buying Clarks. There's just certain things in this world you ain't going to see me do. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got to say about that.
Reach on, brother. I like it.
All right. I got a really juicy one for you guys. I've been scrolling through social media, and I saw a shoe con, and I don't know where they were, but it was Little Baby, and it was a little short interview, and he said, did you guys know I was the one who came up with that check mark for Travis Scott? That check mark, by the way, he quoted check mark, is his idea that he gave to Travis Scott, which Travis Scott went on to make his shoe, which everyone goes and loves and obsesses with over. But it was really funny because he was like, I just want to congratulate him. He's doing so well. But by the way, I was the one who gave him that idea. I read all the comments under that, and everyone's like, that guy's a liar. That guy always lies. This, that, and I don't really know. I'm not a huge Da Baby fan. What is it? What is it? Is it the name again?
Well, there's two of them. There's Da Baby and then Lil Baby.
Okay.
So let's get it right first.
I completely agree. Nobody'd want to be called Little Baby if they're Da Baby. So I actually think it was Little Baby. So I'm gonna go Little Baby.
I mean, why so late? I mean, they've been out for a couple years, several years now, and
Do you guys own any Travis Scotts? Do you like Travis Scotts? Do you want a pair of Travis Scotts? Give me the Travis Scott frenzy from you.
I want.
You
all.
want Travis Scott.
I want
Everybody
all.
wants.
Yeah.
I cannot believe he had over 1 million entries on that last shoe
I thought
drop.
it was 4.
4 million?
4 million.
4
Like
million.
4.5.
You have a better chance of winning the lottery, in my opinion, than winning a pair of Travis Scotts. Am I wrong when I say stuff like that?
Definitely not.
Like, these are crazy numbers. It almost wastes my time having to go on to his website and try to enter even to the raffle. I almost got to the point when that last raffle I entered in a pair of 6s.
Try a random size.
I mean, those are the only ones that I ever see winning on Twitter, all these small sizes.
So
no one
true.
ever wins 12s and 11s. Those are all backdoor to his friends.
So true.
I mean, it's the weirdest thing. So I do own a pair of Travis Scotts. I actually own 2 pairs of Travis Scotts, but they're not the Jordan ones. They are the Air Max ones. I have both colorways. Never wore them, never will. Love them. Quality, materials, second to none. Better than all the other AM ones that I've had. You can't compare them. So obviously the Jordan 1 lows that he owns, I have a huge feeling that the quality on that leather is second to none. I feel like he put some quality in them, and you're not going to get your standard run-of-the-mill J1 low OG leather.
No, everyone's waiting for the black canvas coming out, or that black colorway that's coming out, supposedly.
And then the olive.
The olive.
Yeah. Which one do you guys want more of the two?
I'd go with the olive.
You want the olive?
Nice.
You know, so I saw this video yesterday. The guy took the black pair, took the black swoosh off and put a white swoosh on, and it looked so clean, which actually gets me to my next topic. What are your guys' thoughts on all these custom shoes that are being made? You have Shoe Surgeon, you have Meishi, you have... I literally can go through a list of 10 people right now who are making custom shoes. Some of them are actually making complete new customs based off new materials. Some people are taking older shoes like Surgeon and redeveloping the shoe into a new shoe. Like, what are your thoughts on these? Are you ever going to purchase a pair? Are they out of your range and price? Do you not care? Or are you guys just on the Jordan Adidas train?
Partially, I mean, it could be their little spotlight or leadway to getting a collab, you know?
Well, most of these people have collabs. Like Shoe Surgeon is probably signed by multiple people. His first person he ever signed with was Justin Bieber. So he made all Justin Bieber's World Tour shoes for like 2 years.
Gotcha.
So now he's doing everybody's shoes. And so is Meishi. He's got a bunch of athletes now that he's signed recently too.
He does, yeah. The customs are sick. I mean, big bucks. I mean, Shoe Surgeon's hitting $5,000 for a pair of Dunks or something.
No,
like
those are 10.
Okay, 10,000 out of my price range.
Those are out of most people's price range. Todd.
Smelling those,
you can go buy a pair of Louis Vuitton Virgils for
I'll
that.
just go mess around with a paint pen or some vinyl and start with some of my own. I mean, take a couple old pair of shoes and see if you can just play around with them.
You made some Halloweens a while ago.
I did make
those
some
95s.
Halloweens. I did make some Halloweens. They were one of one. But
well, of course they're one of one, right?
Process of the first one I've ever tried to do, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, and it's a learning process, right? Those take a new appreciation for what those people are doing with the stitching and the airbrushing and just the quality that some of them make.
So this is what I suggest. This is what I propose for Nike or Adidas or New Balance or any of these companies. Reach out to these people. I'd be reaching out to Shoe Surgeon if I was Nike. I'd be doing a collab with Shoe Surgeon because the way I look at it, and I could be wrong, but the people Nike and all these companies put into their development and their marketing that create the colors and the textures and what it's going to look like, maybe I'm wrong.
That might be their end goal, and get that solidified.
Maybe I'm too conservative, but I feel the people who are designing these shoes in these companies suck. I don't think they're putting out great colorways.
Yeah, they can't afford. They don't want to pay the money to those.
And then you see these people make like Shoe Surgeon making these badass colorways and materials, and makes me want to jump on this train. But then a lot of people, just so you know, you guys know, a lot of people don't buy this shit because they're customs, and people don't buy customs because they're enthusiasts to Nike and to Adidas, and anything other than that is fake.
Yeah, end of the day, it's price point too. I mean, like you said, just what they're charging someone for a pair of shoes, and I don't think Nike wants to pony up or any of these big companies to bring on the. I mean, they
raise the price
Travis
of their
Scott,
shoes.
yeah, but these are big name. Those are big name, like the Shoe Surgeon and Matchy and things like that. They're huge. I think they're beyond Nike potentially even.
Damn, Shoe Surgeon. I hope you're watching this to see that. Holy smokes. All right, so we're going to switch over a little bit. I know the shoe collab came out. It was Joe Fresh Goods. He made his last collaboration with New Balance. He did a really cool colorway. And just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Joe Fresh Goods. Are you guys a fan of Joe Fresh Goods? Are you copping any of his New Balances? Have you copped anything that he's put out in the last couple of years? And what do you think of his last collab that he did?
I don't have any. I like the colorways. I am just not a New Balance person, so, big ups to.
You can't just say you're not a New Balance person. Speak up. Speak up. The people want to know, Rob. Like, what do you mean you're not a New Balance guy? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't have them. I don't own them.
Why?
I don't know.
This is confession.
He makes Vans too.
I am dedicated.
You
to
own
Nike.
Vans, but you don't own New Balances.
JFG Vans, right?
They do have JFG Vans, but I'm just not even. I'm just.
Do they?
Wait,
Yeah.
Vans, but not New. Come on, Rob. Let's get a little clear on why you're not, or you do not like New Balance. Is it they're made in the USA? Is it the color? You think they're dad shoes? They're ugly. They're
Partially
not comfortable.
dad shoes, I guess. Yeah.
You're saying these are dad shoes that I have on?
Maybe not those, but
See, so you could be open.
Would you rock his shoes that you have on?
I wouldn't mind them. No.
It's not saying he would love them; he just wouldn't mind them.
You
know what that makes me feel? Like I'm wearing a piece of trash.
But don't.
No, trust me, I
They're
don't.
fire.
I don't. I love my shoes.
I know you do.
Yeah,
so
Joe
Rob,
Fresh Goods, man.
So I like the Joe Fresh colorway. They didn't get a lot of. I guess it did get a lot of hype, but it didn't. I guess the last couple of shoes he had are very pastel-y, very fuchsia, pinks, light baby blues, powder blues.
Mm-hmm.
I do think I think they're the 9060s that he had out before. I wasn't a fan of them. I actually got the pinks and I actually sold them off. But this new collection that came out, the new pink, blue, and greens. First and foremost, I think it was really odd that the pink was the exclusive colorway and they only sold on Instagram, which is very odd. And the other two, which were not exclusive, but you couldn't get the green anywhere. The green came out like the lowest quantity. The blue were released multiple areas, but not a lot of quantity. And the release, the way they did it, just confused the shit out of me. I love... What are you going to say?
Yeah, he loves his Instagram drops.
He does.
For some reason,
more
why
people should
it's
do
just
that.
terrible. I don't like the Instagram drops.
You want to know why I think I like it? It's because resellers can't get on there. You're not getting bots onto Instagram to cop their shoes. You are an individual human being going onto Instagram and buying off his store.
I see.
There's always ways around it, though.
Yeah, but so I'm going to disclose. Todd and I are in Soul Savvy. I feel like you and I would have heard that on Soul Savvy. That would have been one of the most main discussed things, that bots were all over Joe Fresh's Instagram account.
There were a lot of canceled orders in this last drop.
Well, the canceled orders are the restocks that he does. So he'll do a restock of that shoe, and then those orders get canceled when they sell out of the restock. Because that happened to me on the pink version last drop.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up to something. He's definitely got the hype around him.
This is his last New Balance collab. Do you guys know that?
Where's he going next?
I don't know. Oh, well, he was going to Clark's because he's making a Clark's shoe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was his last collab with New Balance. That's the main reason why I was so avid about getting all three of those shoes, because it was his last collab. Who knows what he's going to make next? And I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to wear all three. I wasn't actually going to keep those three. New Balance is the only brand that I don't. Actually, there's the Salehi Bimberries. I'm not ever going to wear his New Balances. But in general, though, I wear all the New Balances.
It's a comfy shoe.
Him going to Clark's, you think that hurts his persona?
No, I think he's one of those guys who's testing the ground. He's A/B testing. He wants to see what he can do with a brand with Clark's, kind of like Yeezy did with Gap.
Yeah, I can see him blowing Clark's up.
Well, the shoe that they're collabing on, it looks pretty legit. I actually posted in Soul Savvy, and I said, this thing looks fire, and then I got eaten up in the comments. So, it makes me rethink. And then I thought to myself, how that pair of shoes look on me. They're more like boots. It's like a leather moccasin shoe boot thing. Very interesting toe on it. It's like a red fire. I think he's going to do really well. I don't think anything he does is, you know who he is, right? You know who Slade Bimbury is, right? You know what he's in charge of.
What's he in charge of?
Versace's men's line.
Is that right?
Yeah. So Ye is the one who got him connected to Versace the same way he got Virgil connected to Louis Vuitton. Yep. So he's got a background in couture and into what's the word I'm looking for? Clothing lines and shoes.
Just fashion in general.
Fashion. Thank you, Todd. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you just can't think in here. So really quickly, reason I want to bring this topic up as we got about 10 minutes left. There's been a huge discussion personally as I've been buying shoes. I buy certain shoes and then I realize that there's other shoes that I like more and I transition over to them. And I think what I'm getting to is, I guess they did like a on Soul Savvy, they did a what's the word I'm looking for? They did not a raffle, but they did a
vote?
A vote to see what's the most popular shoe that you own. And most people answered it was the SB Dunk. That's the most shoe most people own in Soul Savvy. And then I thought to myself, you know what's crazy? I like Dunks. I do. But I like SBs so much more than Dunks. And for many reasons, I feel. For some reason, as much as I love Dunks, because I originally started to like Dunks, what made me fall off of Dunks is very simple. The same reason I fell off of Jordan 1 mids. Because I like Jordan 1 mids. They come up with really cool colorways. They match well with your clothes. You know, they're just fun. You can fuck them up. I like them. The point is, their materials on a lot of Jordan 1 mids feel like you're wearing cardboard. Mm-hmm. The problem that I feel with Dunks are they're made of cardboard. I can wear a pair of Dunks, and at the end of the day, the shoebox is beat up to shit. Like me, we have a pair of SPs right here. Can I see this pair of SPs? Okay.
Absolutely.
So the quality on this shoe, you're not going to see on a pair of Dunks. This is quality leather. This is also quality tumbled leather. This is suede tumbled leather. And you've got a really comfy toe box. Toe box, by the way. How many of you worn these yet?
I have not, no.
Okay, so this toe box is not going to crease as much as a regular Dunk would because it's soft leather. This feels like butter. So when I am thinking of Dunks versus SB Dunks, I've really fallen off the Dunk train, and I've really been on the SB train. And I haven't really discussed this with you two at all. So I was actually interested on. I know you're a Dunk guy. You're in Dunks. But, you know, like, let me ask you the Dunks that you have on. Do you feel that they wear more than, like, maybe an SB would?
Yeah, well, the insert, the Zoom Air in the bottom's totally different on the SBs. It's so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
You feel like you're walking on air all day.
You do.
Right? Versus the regular Dunks are very thin. Feet hurt a little bit after the day if you're wearing them all day, whereas the SBs, you feel like you sex on your feet, basically.
Why are they so popular then?
Well, they're unique. They're different. They're fun. If you look at the materials, a lot of these things have tearaways and things like that.
Yeah. Those
hidden designs underneath. You never know.
Who had that recently?
There's been a few of them. I know
real recently. Oh. They had that stupid drop on.
The Huffs.
The Huffs.
The Huffs definitely have some tearaway materials in
Correct.
here and stuff like that. And they're just fun and exciting. They have cool collaborations, whereas the general release Dunks are kind of just... Kind of getting tired. Basic, yeah, right? You're getting tired of them. They seem like they're not being creative with the colors.
Well, I asked you guys what you guys copped over this last week. Did you guys cop anything new over this last week?
I was hunting for UCLA's. I was hunting for any of those college colorways.
Actually, I tried to get some of the Dunks. I'm not going to lie. As much as I don't like Dunks, I was going to get them to trade. I did go for them.
They make great trade bait.
Rob, did you get a pair of Dunks this weekend?
I did. I got the Syracuse's.
Why is he always holding out on us? Why is he always holding out on us? You know, like I gotta send a pointed question to him to get
the most highly sought after Dunk in the past 2 months.
So what did you get? You got the what?
The Syracuse Dunks.
Is that the orange and white ones?
The orange and white ones. I don't know. I'm drawn to the nostalgic colorways, I guess you could say, for colleges. You know, Kentucky's blue and white, the orange, the SC. I don't know. They, you know what they are. You know, when you're walking down. Not yet. No.
I'm interested in materials. Are they 22 materials or are they
2018 materials?
Yeah. That's gonna be really interesting. If it's that buttery good stuff or is it that cardboard shit that we're dealing with?
I bet you use cardboard, Todd.
That's my guess for whatever $100. What's the retail on those? 100,
Right.
100, 110?
110.
110. 110.
Well, then the SBs are a little bit more for maybe that specific reason.
$20.
No.
They're 130.
120.
They go up there.
There you go. 120 to 1. No, they're not up there. They're up there like after resale, but they're 120.
Immediately double resale.
Immediately.
Sure.
But so do Dunks.
Most, yeah. Most.
Not many pairs of Dunks that I know are selling under double. Speaking of, I've been waiting to ask you guys. what is your being where you guys are at, and being in the industry and following the trends? I've been reading a lot about this, the most hyped shoe of 2022. I'm very interested to know both of your opinions on what do you guys feel was the most hyped shoe for 2022 going into 2023. And I already have mine on deck, so I'm ready.
Wow. You have to get back to me on that one. I'm trying to think.
Well, I'm going to give you till Todd answers.
Hyped sneaker. Interesting. I think you got to go with the Travis Scotts. I mean, those are definitely
Travis Scott's
I mean,
most
it's
hyped.
all about like the unknown. Like, when are these things really releasing? Do I have a chance? No. I know. We know that. But at the end of the day, I mean, those are that's like the Grail, like the ultimate sneaker to
Crazy
get,
how Travis Scott went to Grail immediately.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean,
blows my mind away.
$150 retail, you mean $1,800, $2,000.
Right.
Snap your finger
blows
if you've got the
away.
shoe in hand. So I
Rob?
think
that's no, Todd, that's a good one.
It is.
He set you up. What do you got?
I might be
No, you're not piggybacking on him.
tongue twisted. I can't think right now, but I mean, yes, he said it.
He said what? I'm so confused. Give me a hype sneaker. You have to think for yourself here. What is the most hype sneaker you thought it was going to be this year?
I can't think.
Don't worry, Todd. We'll replace him next week.
I can. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype
There's
sneakers.
so many. We're not doing people who can't
Can't
think.
put me on the spot.
Every question's been on the spot.
Those Jordan 4s
So,
too, man. Those Midnight Navies.
My opinion, the most hyped shoe for 2022. You guys ready for it?
Drum roll, please.
Shit's easy. It was the Pandas.
And
Shit is so easy.
like 13th
By
restock.
far the most hyped shoe for 2022, and it was the biggest.
Didn't I catch
Piece
shit
of
last week
crap.
for mentioning the Pandas?
Did you?
I think you both roasted me on that one.
And that's why I'm saying it's the most hyped sneaker, because it is a shoe that I'll be honest with you. I asked that my next question is a shoe you guys will never own. I will never own a pair of Pandas. It's just never gonna happen. If I own a pair of Pandas, the ones made by Supreme, and that is about it. Other than that, you're never gonna see me wear a pair of Pandas. I do think it was the most hyped shoe, and if you got it, congratulations. Wear them with pride. You're just not gonna see them on me. There's something about it that happened to that shoe that I got turned off terribly on. So good luck to everyone who gets the Pandas. Just know you'll never see me on that drop.
Well, I would ask them, what about those new ones that the world champions with that supposedly better leather
I went
patent?
after him.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna lie, I went after him. Didn't get him. Hate him more.
I'd just be interested to see what they are compared to the regular Pandas.
You know what? I bet you it's better leather. I bet you it's just like tumbled
Guaranteed.
leather that you see on the SBs. But you know what? I thought about it. If I'm gonna go for those, I'm gonna get the Supremes. You know, like if you're gonna do that, you might as well just go for it. Like, come on. Sometimes you just gotta fork up and do it.
You just want those little stars on there.
With that little gold flare, wasn't it a little gold flare on there, or a little not medallion, but
Are you talking about the world
On the-
champions?
on the toe-
Yeah,
on the waist there.
yeah. You get those ones, Rob. All right. So as we wind down, I really want you guys' opinion. Give me like an answer, a minute each on this. I'll start it off just so you guys can kind of flow with it. So we all, rest in peace. We love him. I think he's the greatest Laker of all time. He's better than Michael Jordan. He's the best player that ever existed. He was born that way. His name's Kobe Bryant. You can argue with me all day long. I do not care. He's better than everyone, including Jordan. Played in two different eras. Anyone can argue. Do not care. The point is, miss you, Kobe. We're all from California. We feel connected. My question is, I heard, and it wasn't even that I heard, they stated that they got into business together between Kobe and Nike, and they're going to be releasing all these new Kobes. Where are the Kobes?
In Vanessa's mind.
It hurts me. And then to go put the Mamacitas out and put no other colorways out past the Mamacitas, and not just to make it that much worse, I think there was only 10,000 pairs made for that.
They were old, though. They were sitting a year and a half in the warehouse.
Terrible. This is a problem, I feel, and I've been waiting to bring it up. Do you guys know what's going on with these Kobes? Do you guys know if more Kobes are coming? Am I speaking falsehoods? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
We got that little nugget when last year, right? When they were, or early this year, when Vanessa came out and said they're going to be collabing and hoping, right, that something's going to come out.
Yeah.
My guess is Christmas 23. I mean,
Christmas
or,
23,
or
huh?
whenever, or potentially, birthday of Kobe Bryant or something like that. They're going to wait for a significant special day, and I mean, they said they're coming, so obviously the people want them.
Okay.
And I think it'll break the internet for sure when some new Kobe's drop.
I think it'll break the internet as well. I think
like
it'll be Travis Scott's. I think there's just like a Travis Scott type of hype for it. Like everybody wants a pair of Kobe's, even more than Virgil's, in my opinion. They're like that much more sought after. Okay, so this is the end. What are you guys copying between this and next week? What for the viewers that are going to be watching this, like they just kind of want an idea, like what are you guys going after? You guys going after anything in particular? I think the lotteries are coming out. They're restocking again tomorrow.
Why so sad?
I'm after the Why So Sad?
Why So Sad dunks.
So, it's funny. I was actually going to put into our group chat. Yeah, I'm into the Why So Sads. I'm into suicide prevention. I lost my best friend at 13 to suicide, and I think this shoe is a really cool idea. I think the skater that's putting this on, I was reading a bunch of information on him last night, actually, just so happens to be. I think he's putting on great awareness. I think it's a really cool shoe. The problem, I think, when I see Why So Sad, all I think of is the Joker from Batman.
Yeah.
So it kind of like hits me two different ways. I'm not like too sure where it's coming from, but when you actually read about the shoe, it has a lot of meaning to it. I think it's a really beautiful shoe. I'm actually willing to get the shoe, cop the shoe, and donate the shoe. So I was actually thinking about that and doing it on the next podcast to some type of suicide, prevention foundation. But yeah, I thought it was a really cool shoe. I thought it was clean. I don't really understand the whole pigeon on the back. I don't know if that's like the like where he's from.
Skating pigeon, or he's jumping
is
or
that
something
what it
like
is?
that.
Yeah.
I get pigeon vibes from that. I mean,
that's exactly it. I got the pigeon vibes from that. Okay. So Why So Sad? What about you, Rob? Anything that you're really after?
Obviously the Lost and Founds, those four, the Amonures.
Syracuse's, the Kentuckys. What else you got?
The Amonures.
Wait, what is it called?
Manure, whatever. Nearest.
Manure? What? Are we talking about shit over here or what? No.
Definitely not.
Adjust those headphones, Rob.
Check.
Yeah, the lotteries are dropping.
Lotteries are dropping.
There's probably like 300 pairs.
They're dropping the pandas again this week.
Yeah.
Your favorite.
For the 50th time,
For the 50th time. I'm actually looking at it right now. Nike Dunk Low Pandas are dropping 11.4 on Friday. So that's very interesting. Did you apply for the Amy Leon Dior's?
Yes, sir.
Rob, did you the 550s? The all suede? Which one did you pick, Todd? Of the two?
The blue.
You picked the blue? There's only beige.
Blue beige.
It was beige.
Oh, the blues. The blues. Sorry, the blues were on New Balance this morning. Those are the ones.
Those suede.
I get the same exact vibe as the
Agreed.
ALDs.
They're just not ALDs.
Yeah, they're not. You're right.
Yeah.
So,
those sizes.
It was the grays, right?
Those sizes were on New Balance all day long. I was thinking about it. I almost bought those off New Balance today, and I was like, you know what? No. Like there are some things you just have to say no to, like the stray rats. Those are freaking beautiful shoes on New Balance, both colorways. I'd like them. I didn't buy either one. See, you passed.
I saw them hit the monitors today.
You know what? These are Dunks. These would not be on the website.
Correct.
Why? Why is that?
It's the hype. Everyone loves it.
Oh my God. So we have the Leon Dior 550 pack, the Nike Dunk Low Kentucky pack, the Nike Dunk Low Syracuse pack, the Nike Dunk Low Miami Hurricanes pack, the Nike Dunk Low Arizona State pack.
I struck out all day on those.
Holy shit. The Nike Social Status Air Penny 2 whites are being released, and the Nike Dunk Why So Sad are all being released this week. So you guys, good luck on copying those shoes.
We need all the help we can get with those.
One set I wanted to add were the East Sides.
Oh, don't get people started. I was just going to talk about how beautiful this shoe is, and I hope you can grab it. But, man, before I get off here, I'm going to talk to all of you, and let's all talk about it. I love Eastside because there aren't a lot of companies that really focus on fashion, and they just focus on golf, and they just focus on course, and they focus on collared shirts and shorts and no cargos. I like that they're pushing the limits. I like their logo. I like their colors. I like the celebrities that they're bringing on. I love that they're getting in touch with Jordan and Nike and doing some sick collabs. But before, all you had were Tigers. Those are the only Tiger Woods is the only cool one that you can get, other than Adidas, that they had their 360s. So I think Jordan. I think they're doing really well with Jordan brand, and I cannot wait to hopefully hook up on their collab. So we'll see if that works out.
Those are another immediate grails once you touch them.
Those Jordan 1 highs for golf shoes. I don't even know if I'd ever wear if I got
No, definitely not. Those would be sitting on the
sitting
trophy case.
Sitting in the trophy
piece
case.
of artwork up there.
You guys, Eastside Golf, check them out. You guys will not be disappointed. They're doing some really good shit. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you, Todd Clark. Thank you, Rob Bernardo, for being an amazing guest. I hope you guys got a lot of content. Leave some comments below. Talk shit. Do not care. But whatever you do, be sure to subscribe to the channel below. And tune in next week. We'll have some really good topics. If you guys want us to cover anything shoe-related, drama-related, leave the comments below. We'll make sure to bring that up on the next segment. Other than that, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to see you guys all next week. Cheers.